Hello, welcome to this video. So something that's been on my mind lately, and I'm sure that's been on a lot of people's minds who are around the same age as me, is complete and utter panic about what I'm doing with my life. Some people refer to this as a quarter-life crisis, and I, like many other people in the world, I'm experiencing it pretty heavily, I would say, as well. I thought I'd just come on here and kind of talk about it and give my advice for going through it. A lot of people, when you kind of look up these types of videos where it's like,
watch this video if you're feeling stuck in life. Watch this video if you're in a rut. Watch this video if you just don't know what you're doing with your life.
you do watch those videos and sometimes you feel so disconnected from the people that are putting on those videos because they seem like they have everything figured out, you know? They don't seem like they're really experiencing a rut or feeling stuck in life. And that's the biggest thing with going through this phase, I don't know, is that it feels so singular. It doesn't feel like anyone else is going through it. It just feels like it's completely personal. And even people like around me who I've expressed this to, you know, people will tell me that they're going through the exact same thing. And yet, for some reason, I still feel like I'm the only one. Multiple people are obviously experiencing this, and people have literally told me that they're experiencing this. But I guess it's just because everybody's situation is different, so obviously people are going to be experiencing it in a different way. But it is hard, especially when you're at this stage in your life where you're kind of just learning how to adult and do things on your own, and you've kind of are overwhelmed with the amount of responsibility that you're gonna have to start taking on, and it is scary. And you know, you compare yourself to other people who you see are, in your opinion, doing better than you, and it's really hard to not like get down in the dumps about that and really like question your own journey. In this process, I think it's really hard for people to allow themselves to get upset. Society tells us so many different things about experiencing emotion, and it kind of makes you feel like you need to be happy all the time, or that you shouldn't be upset about your situation. You need to look around and see like all the good things that are going on in your life. And sometimes that's just really hard to do. Sometimes it's just really hard for you to think about what's going good in your life and kind of use that as a tool to like help yourself feel better. And you know, that's okay, that's fine. Like, if you are upset, if you're sad about like your position, that's totally fine. And honestly, like, if you weren't experiencing that feeling, you would never get anywhere. Like, you wouldn't. Imagine just being happy and complicit with where you were all the time. Nothing would happen. You would literally just stay where you were at in life, and you would never grow. So it's okay to feel upset or angry or whatever feeling you have about wherever you're at. And you know, like, it's okay to want better things for yourself. You should still look around at what you do have and be thankful and grateful for that, because I think gratitude is something that has truly helped me a lot, and it's helped so many other people. So obviously it's like something that you should practice still. The thing that I've noticed that's helped me a lot is just to allow myself to feel whatever emotion it is that I'm feeling for a certain amount of time. Obviously, like, don't get stuck in that emotion, and you do need to control it to some extent. But if something upsets me, I just go with it. Like, if I'm upset, I'm gonna allow myself to feel upset about it, because I think that's really important to do, just because if you don't do that and you don't get it out in one sitting, then it's just gonna get bottled up and it's gonna cause a lot of stress, honestly. So that's what helps me. I don't know if it will help you, but that's what I usually do ever something just really, like if I've just had a bad day, I just allow myself to feel over however I'm feeling, and I just do what I need to do to make myself feel better. And if that's crying, if it's sitting in my room and not talking to anybody, then I do that, and it always helps. It always helps. Honestly, like going through a quarter life crisis is very similar to being it does have a lot of characteristics that align up with being depressed, honestly, because it is depressing. It is a very like upsetting situation to be in. It's very confusing. You feel stagnant, you feel kind of hopeless, and if you have had depression before, it's something that can make it even worse. So what I try to do is try to hang out with my friends, do things that you really enjoy doing, hang out with your family, do things that you know are going to get you some excitement and bring you some happiness, because when you are in a situation like this, it's so hard to feel happy about anything. It's very hard to feel excited about your life. So you need to make sure that you're doing stuff that does bring you excitement. So for me, that's usually like hanging out with my friends. I go to concerts sometimes. I love going to concerts. I love seeing live music. I love listening to music just in my room or wherever. I am trying to pick up new skills, so I'm trying to expand my mind a little bit, which I think is also really important if you're going through this, because it gives you a little bit of purpose. Don't be afraid to indulge in stuff that makes you happy, whether that's like shopping, or maybe it's like buying your favorite snack at Trader Joe's or something. Like, do something that is gonna give you just a little bit of joy, you know. And don't don't overindulge, and don't like set yourself back in that way, but a little bit here and there just to make yourself feel a little bit happier is always healthy, in my opinion. Another really important thing to do when you're going through this and when you're experiencing this is to be honest with how you're feeling, and be honest with other people about it too, because you know, some people's situations, like, it's not all as it seems. Like, you might look at somebody and you might see like, oh my god, this person has it all, like they're doing so much better than me, they're succeeding at this, they're succeeding at that, and then you talk to them and they're like going through something completely drastic and upsetting in their own way, you know. So I think it's really important to kind of talk to people and be honest about your situation, and like if you're feeling lost, express that. Just reminding yourself that it's okay to feel complacent, stuck, unhappy. This isn't easy. Like, straight up, life isn't easy for anybody. It's really hard to remember that sometimes. You are valid in feeling upset about your position in life. You are valid for feeling whatever it is that you're feeling during this period. It's a very confusing time. That's why so many different people are experiencing the same thing as you. And it's okay to be confused. It's okay to be upset, you know, and you need to remind yourself that it's okay to feel those things. Because if you don't and you hammer yourself down, which is what I did for a very long time, you do that too much, you're gonna get so pessimistic that it's like, it's not healthy. So you need to remind yourself that it's okay to feel this way. You need to allow yourself to validate these things to some degree, you know, because if you don't, then it's gonna blow up in your face. Journal is very helpful as well. I've done that several times and it's helped me so much, not only just to get everything out, but to really understand how you're feeling and why you're feeling certain emotions. And when you do that, it's easy to pinpoint things, and it's easy to figure out solutions to solve the problems to those things too. So yeah, that's what I came on here to say. I don't have anything else to say now. Hopefully this was helpful to some people, and if you're experiencing this, I'm right there with you. So many other people are also experiencing the same things. So just remember that if you are constantly taking active steps to improve your life, then there's no way, there's literally no way that you will not be successful or that you will not grow. There's no way. So just remember that. I don't know what else to say now. Hopefully this was helpful, and have a good rest of your day or night or evening or whenever you're watching this video.